Hi, welcome to the first full edition of Theatre Time. Now, in the intro, if you've bothered to watch that, I said that we were going to do either blue LEDs or blowing people up. It's not quite blowing people up, it's a bit safer than that, not a lot. I can't be bothered blue LEDs. And you'll also probably notice there's some weird fringing going on. That behind, I'm actually working in front of a green screen. And we're experimenting with it because we're having an awful lot of problems with the green screen. So we're doing these videos and they're partly experimental to test green screen and partly just sort of waste time and have some fun. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's why sometimes I might appear to have green fungus growing out the side of my head. So back to the story. This is the house of Bernarda Alba. Okay, and her meeting with the Scottish play. That's a famous Scottish play set in Scotland by a guy called Billy Shakespeare. Yeah, William Shakespeare. Sorry, it would be awfully formal. We'll start at the beginning before the show starts. I'll tell you about everything. Right, the show, to sum up. Bernarda Alba is a 60-year-old widow woman. She's just buried her second husband. She has 5 children, all girls. The eldest by the first husband, and all the rest by the second husband. They span an age range of, I think the youngest is 20, up to 39. The play is set in some little Spanish desert place, a little Spanish village. It was written in 1939, I think, and the first performance was 1945. I want to say April 1945. I'll say April 1945. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, of all places. So the story is that second hubby's dead, and Bernarda, she's basically a black dress crow, she has decided that everyone's going to have to go through 8 years of mourning for this dead husband and father of 4 of the girls. You got these girls aged between 20 and 39. They're not allowed out of the house. They have to live a chaste life. They've got no... Yeah, you can imagine it's an imprisonment. And it's very tense. I'll say it. The sexual tension is running high. And there is a male character in it, although I can't remember. I don't think we actually see him, called Pepe. And the eldest daughter rather fancies Pepe, and so does the youngest daughter. So much so that Pepe and the youngest daughter have an affair. One thing leads to another, and somebody, I think it was Bernarda, decides that Pepe's got to go, and she gets her aged shotgun out of the cupboard and goes after him. He gets away, but we don't know that. She takes a pot shot at him off stage. Pepe gets away. Youngest daughter thinks he's dead, hangs herself, and he just gets terribly, terribly depressing, and kind of ends on this rather sad note. Anyway, the first night, we'll come to blowing people up. The first night, they're incredibly early, mucking about, did whatever it is I needed to do. It was the lighting, and yes, it all worked. We were talking to, I think it was Cast. And one of them said something about, the Scottish play and how it's unlucky to mention the name of the Scottish play in theatre. So the boy, Kevin, said, "What you mean? Just like on Blackadder, you know the Blackadder in the Regency version of Blackadder." And the actors come around. It was just like that. What you mean, the Scottish play? I don't remember them actually doing, that, what was it, Hot Potato Orchestra Sauce, Puckmans Make Amends. I don't remember them doing that, but it was certainly very upsetting to them. And what was even more upsetting was one of the crew. I think she was either, it was one of the ladies, either costume or makeup. And she was late, and she was never late. And she got later and later and later, and eventually they got a phone call to say that she couldn't make it in. She was on her way to the studio and had fallen over and broken her leg. And she was walking in about the time we were discussing the Scottish plate. That was very sobering. And since then I have treated these traditions and legends and there's a word beginning with S that goes with it. I've forgotten. I do tend to treat it with slightly more respect than perhaps I did then. It was a bit spooky. And the main thing, well, actually no, that was the main thing, because she was carted off from somewhere in the middle of nowhere in an ambulance. It was actually quite sad. Poor woman. The other side of the story, the humorous side of Bernarda Alba was the shooting. It's done off stage. Okay, right. So I kind of heard about this late in the production. I was taking too much notice. Oh yeah, go shoot this guy off stage. Oh right. So you'll be wanting a bomb tank then? Oh no. Fred or somebody, he's got it covered. He says he'll do it. It's all right. Having just done a pyro course, I sort of think, yeah, okay. And sure enough, dress rehearsal. Nobody knows what old Fred's doing. It turned out to be not that old, actually, dear Fred. We get to the appropriate part in the play, and Bernarda storms off with take a pot shot of Pepe with her shotgun. We're expecting, a bit of a bang, probably recorded, or somebody slapping two bits of wood together as a hand. And there's this bloody great explosion, and the whole place jumps. Oh yeah, everyone jumps about 6 feet off the floor. I had my knees under the lighting desk. Damn near lost the bottoms of the halves of my legs had jumped that high. Kev's having a heart attack. All the dust is now floating in the air. It's falling off the top of the grid because they're always rusty. You can see all the beams of the lights. It was quite pretty. And the cast, two of the cast sort of clutching their chests, going, "What? Bloody hell! What was that?" Well, it was Fred doing the shotgun bit for Bernard. Well, he's got to tame it down. You can't do that in the show. Still didn't know what he was up to. Anyway, first night comes along, and we get to the appropriate part. I was all right. He's tamed it down. We expect him to burst a balloon now, or slightly smaller balloon, whatever it was he was doing. An even bigger explosion. And all the audience jump up, and half the seats fall over, and it's unbelievable. So I better go find out what's going on. So after the show, was it in the interval? I can't remember. I went down and found old Fred in a cupboard behind the back of the back of the studio. There was a door, and a link door to somewhere. And go through this link door, and on the left there was a cupboard, and it was a fair-sized cupboard. You could easily get a single bed in there and a toilet if you wanted to put up students. And he was in there with this aged old Hammer 12-bore shotgun and black powder cartridges, which probably explained the smell and a lot of the smoke. I think, you can't do that. You can't. Anyway, he did it. We did it for the whole scene. Highly illegal. I was trespassed with a firearm, even if nothing else. Highly illegal. Very entertaining. Incredibly entertaining. Looking back on it at the time, absolutely bloody terrifying. And I still can't remember whether it was that explosion that led to the wonderful line, and I can't remember whether it was eldest daughter or Bernarda herself. It might have even been the maid who made the comment about some man, "Never again shall you lift my skirts behind the stable door." Except, it was a woman speaking, not some grumpy old man. Next time, it might be blue LEDs if I can't think of anything else. I am looking for the pictures for this. I did find pictures of Oh What a Lovely War, but I don't remember it being particularly revolutionary or entertaining. We will think of something and we will be back hopefully soon. See you then.